In this tutorial, we're going to show you how to code a program using C++ that will effectively work as a Pokedex. There's lots of misunderstandings when it comes to Pokemon type, height, and weight. Most of the time we think we have a good grasp on the size of the Pokemon, but if you look at the official dossier of the Pokedex, you may be surprised. The video will mainly focus on inputting and outputting a string variable based on the results of an if-else statement. We will also be using char to get a user response that will be used in determining what text to display back to the user. We're using namespace std so that we don't have to put that in front of our cout and our cin statements. We start the main function and we declare trainer name as a string. We also set play as a char. We also declare the number, the name, and the type as strings and int. We then ask the user to enter their name right below. The CIN will then be under trainer name. Setting play as a char sets the game to form a Boolean statement so that if you want to start the game over, it'll start over at this specific spot. From here on out, we have our logic statements. The user gets to decide how they want to search for the Pokemon depending on their search category preference. For example, if they want to search by number, they would type in 1. By the name, they'd type in 2. And by the type, they would type in 3. We have it listed so that the Pokemon search number over here is equal to 1 if you want to search by number. If you want to search by the name, its search number double equals 2. You have to have both equal signs. And if you want to search by the Pokemon type, search number is double equals 3. We have them with if and else if statements. Else if right here and right there. Afterwards, we input the information of all the Pokemon that we have. For example, Bulbasaur with his name, his number, as well as his type, grass and poison. We also include his height and his weight, as well as a quick little fact of the creature. In order to find him, we include the number with the int and the name using a string. And we do this for the vast number of Pokemon. Notice how after the initial if statement, all other statements begin with an else if. This is so that if one line isn't true, it goes to the next one until the statement becomes true. If you type in something wrong, we have a cout statement that says the information cannot be found in the database. It would then ask the user if they'd like to try again. It goes to the char statement of play, which would take you back all the way to almost the beginning of the program. If you were to say no, it would then thank the user for using the Pokedex model, version 1.02. The return statement right here simply ends the program. Now, as a quick demo, we're going to demonstrate how it works. First of all, it asks you to type in a name, so I'll just type in Bob for simplicity's sake. It welcomes you and then it asks how would you like to search for a Pokemon by the 3 different categories. And in this instance, I'm just going to go ahead and type in 1. Search them by the number. It says Pokemon number, I'll just type in a number 6 and then enter. It gives me the information. Charizard, it says that he's fire and flying, his height 5'7", approximately 200 pounds, and a little brief description of the Pokemon, little fact. Then it asks me if I'd like to try again, so I'll hit yes. Now we're going to see what happens when we type in something not in the database, not 1, 2, or 3. So we'll just type that in real quick, and it says that that information is not in the database. Again, it prompts me if I'd like to try again. And just to end it, I'm going to go ahead and say no. It thanks me for using the Pokedex. So as a recap, we use strings, how to input them, output them, and declare them, using char as a type of checkpoint to go back to a certain point of the program. We also used if-else statements to determine which Pokemon information should be presented. So thanks again for watching. I hope that helps give you a brief understanding on how to use if, else, char, and strings to design your own Pokedex.